Hey, what's up, YouTube? I've been gone for a couple weeks here, mainly with life stuff, but I come back and people like Corey and Haas are talking about somebody I have not been introduced to. Well, this was the introduction, was the Schaefer Report, and he's talking about free thinking, and there's a video previous to that that talks about college education and whatnot. And look, I'm going to get this out of the way real fast because it's going to detract from the video. He has a condescending attitude. I think there's some ego there. But you know what? You can still derive a point from somebody with an ego. So I'm not gonna throw the guy under the bus yet. Even though, from what I've seen, got an attitude. But I want to talk about this free thinking. And I don't want to rehash the information and videos of the past, but this goes back to that video a couple times back about, what was I saying? Awake and Aware, which was a video response to Corey C., which was in a video response to somebody else. But show me somebody that is an undiscovered free thinker. Because this is a point I think that we're not understanding. And I've only really come to it recently. I think, and go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, but I think that most people think that there is a lightning bolt in some cases that makes somebody change the way they think and become this free thinker. And they all of a sudden, they realize what has been wrong this whole time, and now they're ready to fight and blah, 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 blah. I think a free thinker applies to any particular area, if it's politics, if it's science, if it's religion, if it's whatever. And their application of that free thinking could look closed-minded when viewed outside of their particular bailiwick that they flow in. Now, with that said, so let's say take those people that are considered free thinkers and put them aside, because those are people with a natural ability of this free thinking, this free thought that they work in, because they've got a mental tool set that allows them to take in information from other sides and apply it and parse it and put it towards things and join joints and make opinions on what's going on. But you still have that percentage of people that no matter how many aha moments you throw at them, and no matter how many things you say that are an epiphany, just aren't going to be that thing that kicks that spark. I almost want to say that it's impossible that they will ever be that way. That there are people in this country, and there are people across the world that will never, ever, ever see things the way you see them. And it's not because you're not framing the story right or the argument correctly so that they can digest it. It's that they're never, ever going to be up to the caliber of your thought. I'm pausing for a second because I know most of you are thinking, well, that means you think people are necessarily dumb. 50% of the people are necessarily stupid. That's not what I mean. I've known people that in their particular area of where they make their living are the top dog. They are the top gun. But they can't get their life straight for anything. They can't get past the little things, the simple things. You know, the idiot savant types. It happens. They're there. So it's a generalization in the sense that when you are saying something about freedom and people don't understand it, it's not because they're stupid, but just because they're not on your wavelength. Whatever that may be. It could be stupid. But your wavelength differs from them so much that you're not even speaking the same language. Interesting. You're not even speaking the same language as them. Because their mind is so wrapped up with the physical logistics of their everyday life that they have no comprehension for what you're saying. Going to Ohio State's not going to give them that ability. Having a football team that won the Rose Bowl the bow, the Rose Bowl. I'm in Southern California and I can't even say Rose Bowl right. It's great. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much school they get to open their mind. Maybe their mind just doesn't work that way. Maybe it's not supposed to work that way. So if it's not supposed to work that way, and you can't make them work that way, and you can't make an intelligent argument that makes them think the way you do, what do you do? How do you make people see things in a way that they like? It's funny that Corey C, he's going to be a popular guy on YouTube. And Haas made a point of saying that, you know, he doesn't have as much clout. And that's true, but I can see him garnering a lot more clout going forward. Because he is taking the message and he's putting it in a way that is fun to watch. That's not a jab, because he's doing it and he's having a good time at it. And he's getting an audience. See, I don't think that I could do what Corey does. Anyway. Yeah, God damn it, man. Because I wanted to hop on here and I wanted to lambast the Schaefer report. Because so far what I've seen, it's not looking so good for you, buddy. But I'll hold back and just go from here. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Anyway. If you can't get them to think the way you think by talking down to them, and you can't get them to think the way you think by giving them your nuanced, or what you think is the nuanced answer to all their life's problems, or why their visibility is lacking. God, I'm getting spammed. Then you've got to pitch your story in a way that's interesting. And I think you are lacking in that area. Maybe you should look at Corey C a little bit more. God, I'm pimping Corey C. Now I sound like the guy that swears, Corey C's bleep wagon, whatever. By the way, Corey C, I expect the residual check to be in the mail for using using your name in a video in response to putting your trailer. Anyway, it was pretty good. I'm glad you picked that one instead of some of the other videos. But all right, guys, that's it. I'm done. Take it easy.